Was playoff expansion a mistake? Some say it's ruining the sport. Let's talk about it. After one of the worst falls from grace in college football history, is the head man in Tallahassee feeling the heat. And Auburn just signed one of the top transfer classes in the cycle. But we've got our eyes set on one hidden gem who could be making a huge impact. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Welcome to the fan life. Let's be real. Going 2-10 is the quickest way to lose your job. Unless you've got a shiny 13-1 season that came with a nice extension in your back pocket from the year before. But Seminole country, can we talk? You all endured one of the most brutal falls from grace in college football history. And no, I'm not exaggerating. That was the second worst drop off in wins ever. Now let's talk about the head man in Tallahassee. Sure, Mike Norvell has 2 10-win seasons to his name, but those are also surrounded by 3 losing seasons. The guy lives in the transfer portal. He practically has a permanent residence there. And this season, it's do or die. If he doesn't hit goal in the portal, I have a feeling that Mike Norvell might be receiving his burn notice. If things keep trending in the wrong direction, Norvell might be feeling the pressure sooner than later. But while some coaches are fighting to keep their jobs, others are stacking talent. Auburn just brought in one of the best transfer classes in the cycle. And there's one name flying under the radar that you need to know about. Let's talk about Eric Singleton. What's good, Tailgate Nation? Don't forget to hit that follow button, subscribe, leave a like, and drop a comment. It helps us keep the conversation going and reach more sports fanatics like yourself. Stay connected, stay hyped. The former freshman All-American is a dynamic pass catcher with elite speed, making him the highest rated receiver in this year's transfer portal. During his 2 seasons with the Yellow Jackets, Singleton racked up over 1,850 all-purpose yards and 10 touchdowns. Now, he's headed to Auburn, where the Tigers are looking to revamp their offense, with Jackson Arnold coming in from Oklahoma commanding the offense and one of the most talented young receiver cores in the country. Singleton is set to be a game changer. His playmaking ability demands attention every snap. And if he delivers this season, I expect his draft stock will skyrocket. But let's not forget, he still has 2 years of eligibility remaining. Under Hugh Freeze, one of the best play callers in college football, Singleton will thrive in an aggressive, RPO-heavy scheme. And trust me, if you lose focus for even a second, Singleton will make you pay. Eric Singleton might be flying under the radar for now, but he won't be for long. Auburn's got real playmakers on their hands. But while some teams are building through the portal, the entire sport is adjusting to make a much bigger change. I feel like it's time we talk about the elephant on the gridiron, the expanded playoffs. Is this the game changer that finally levels the playing field? Or are we looking at a bloated system that waters down the stakes? In this episode, we're cutting through the noise and tackling this one head on. The benefits, the pitfalls, and how it all impacts the game we love. This isn't just about football. It's about tradition, money, and the future of the sport. Buckle up, because we're going straight into the trenches. Let's go to work. Let's talk about the positives. This past season, mid to late season games felt a lot more significant because so many of them had playoff implications. Those 5 conference championship automatic bids raised the stakes, making the road to the conference title games even more critical than ever before. For the most part, if you win your conference, you're in. On top of that, seeding for those additional spots added even more importance to the regular season matchups. We saw that play out with the first 2 teams that were left out, Miami and Alabama. Miami dropped 2 of their last 3 games, while Alabama suffered an ugly loss to a 6-loss Oklahoma team. Those late season slip-ups cost them a playoff berth, showing how unforgiving this new system can be. When it comes to automatic bids, I'm not completely against them, but I do understand why some people take issue. Year 1 didn't exactly make a strong case for giving 4 conference champions first-round buys, especially when all of them lost in the quarterfinals. In this case, I tend to agree with those who say give the conference champions their auto bid, but don't automatically grant them a top 4 seed. Speaking of seeding, I think teams should be placed where they rank in the standings, with one exception. The 5th conference champion, if that team is ranked outside of the top 12, they should take the 12th seed. This approach strikes a balance. It rewards conference champions for their accomplishments while also respecting the teams that battled all season to stay highly ranked. This system not only maintains the importance of winning your conference, but also ensures the playoffs reflect the true hierarchy of the teams throughout the season. After all, the goal is to crown the best team, and seeding should help, not hinder that process. Let's be honest, the same Blue Bloods made it to the semifinals. That doesn't mean that playoff expansion wasn't successful, but the reality of year one is it still led to a familiar ending. And let's not kid ourselves. Playoff expansion is largely about money. More games mean more sponsors, more ticket sales, and bigger TV deals. But there's also a benefit for the players. NIL deals can come and include playoff berth incentives, giving them a little extra payday too. And now about the playoff games on campus. What more can be said? The atmosphere was electric, a real college football experience in a playoff environment. It was everything fans had hoped it would be. And for the SEC complaints, pure garbage. Regardless of the outcomes, the right 12 teams made the playoffs. The whining came off as entitlement. You can't defeat top ranked teams and then lose to far inferior ones. Then argue your schedule was too tough to overcome. When you're dropping games to 6 loss and 8 loss teams, your strength of schedule argument holds no weight. At the end of the day, the expanded playoffs brings a lot to the table: more excitement, more opportunities, and more challenges for teams and fans alike. But like anything new, it's going to come with its growing pains. We've seen the good, the bad, and the questionable in year one. But one thing is clear: the system isn't going anywhere, and it's going to keep evolving. Whether you love it, hate it, or fall somewhere in between, the expanded playoffs have already changed the landscape of college football. And the best part, we're just getting started. Thanks for tuning into the Fan Life with Coach Pro. If you've got your own thoughts on the playoffs, or if you want to just drop your own hot take, get down in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep living the hype, talking the game, and I'll catch you on the next one.